Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend, a show without our young commentators due to half term. I hope all the lads enjoy themselves. As we said, sadly Oliver has left, so we're down to 3, but I'm sure we start making amends for that in the near future, getting 1 or 2 new faces on board. Lot of interest and we're looking forward to it. Now we're looking for some choir singers as well. We're holding our auditions tonight, and that is here downstairs in the big hallway that we have. And we had something like 15 kids there last week, but we want a few more. These are auditions, we want to keep it going. We've got a choreographer and the song is Lean On Me, and I'm sure many of you have heard that. And what we're doing with the Hearts of Gold initiatives, we're pushing out, we're trying to do a cover version and get that released for grassroots football, because we know there's many with heart, health risks at football. Should we say that? Mental health we need. We know we want to try and support it. We want to try and make everyone aware of it, and this is what we're doing. So after my show there tonight, I'm downstairs and listening to a bit of music with the kids as well, who are brilliant, I must admit. And it's an excitement as well for me, because my first paperback book has been published on Amazon and you can order it now. Here we go, Rookie Ref, Feeling the Football Fear. Thanks for everyone who's purchased it and sent me the photographs. If you purchase it, please, and you're in a football team, please feel free, send me the photograph and we'll give you a little mention on there as well. Thanks to Nathan Batchelor there and Tiberius, who were the first on social media, saying thank you, well done for the book, they've enjoyed it. And I'm made up as well, because there is a message in there, even though it's a children's book, there's a message in there for the adults. And obviously if you're reading it out to the kids, you will understand where I'm coming from, and you'll start thinking, when I go and watch my child or someone else's child playing football, you'll start to think there's a little message in there. And it really is the message, not just all about referees, because in there's a message to the kids, and it makes you understand the game of football. Because we go back to the referees. Referees can walk away from the game if they're mistreated by irate parents, spectators, kids even on the football pitch. And these young referees can come into a game not expecting what they're going to get, thinking it's going to be so easy, and then they walk away. And the majority of them are youngsters. Mine is still at school, so the book is around about 7 to 15 year olds. You can read the story and you can get the feel of it, and there's some lovely artistry there from Loddon Mather, who is my absolutely superstar. She has illustrated the book for me, and I'm over the moon. And obviously the other one is already done, in the pipeline, but we want to take baby steps, and we want to make sure that this is picture perfect, as we say, get it right, because there's a lot of way to go into it. It's not just about me writing the story, we have to put it all into perspective and make it into a really, really good enthralling story. Not saying that it isn't already an enthralling story, but we work together and we make a difference, and we really want the power from the book getting back in the message back into grassroots football. So I want to do a string of these. I want to try and make people aware of what's going on, and obviously if you'll have a little look at it on Amazon, please feel free to purchase it. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope it's a good story and a very enjoyable story. It's what we want, and it's what's needed, and it's what I picked up right the way through my days with Don't Cross the Line, with our Respect campaign. And obviously when you see me out and about, you might think, wow, is he going to write a story about me? Well, you never know. Watch this space. Someone said to me, when is the film out? Well, watch this space, because there's a lot that we can offer to grassroots football, for coaches, the managers, for spectators, for the parents, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, you name it, granddads, nannies. We want to make a message, give a message to each and every one of you out there, that football is really just for the kids, and it's supposed to be enjoyable. If the children make it into the academies, great. If the children make it and grow up and make it into the big time, even better news. Excuse me, I have to get my bottle of water, which I forgot before the show. But feel free to go onto Amazon, check our book out, and yeah, you can make some comments, and hopefully you make nice comments on Amazon about the book itself, because obviously you learn from your first book, don't you? And hopefully it's all positive, not negative, because when you get negativity, you start thinking, don't you, oh, what have I done wrong here? Anyway, please feel free, purchase it. Great Christmas stocking, look, great Christmas stocking. Here you go, Rookie Ref, feeling the football fear. Feeling the football fear. Wow, what a title. What a title. Anyway, it should make a difference. It really should. And we'd like your input on the kids. They can read it over and over again. There's pictures there. Yeah, I'm just ecstatic that it's been published since my very first paperback book. And then what I want to do in the future is write my own hardback book about my years in grassroots football with Dunk Cross the Line, how we started, how it all began, basically, and some stories will be in there. People may be mentioned in there as well. It's what I want to do, and obviously it's taking the time out to write the book and get it all correct and worded correctly. And you know the way it is hard work, and it doesn't mean that I'm going away on an island and sitting down and writing my autobiography. Not in a million years. If it sold 100,000 copies, yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's the real world, isn't it? Anyway, you're out and about tomorrow. Obviously, as we said, everyone's on half term now, and all the kids finished. I don't know whether it's 1 or 2 weeks. If you're going away on holiday, have a ball, have a really relaxing time. Recharge your batteries, get yourself ready for school again, get yourself, to my commentators, get yourself ready for the podcasting, because there is a lot to talk about when you come back, and I'm sure my lads here will be absolutely over the moon when they see the book as well, because it does make a difference. It really does make a difference. And yeah, I'm excited and I'm getting good feedback, I must admit. I'm enjoying it, and that's what we want as well. But also, don't forget, it's not just a book I've written, it's all about this as well. And what we're trying to do is make grassroots football a little bit cheaper for everyone to participate in, because there's a lot of families out there who are finding the hardship, and obviously it goes without saying, we've got a budget coming next week, and it's going to be even worse, isn't it? You know, because parents are going to be trying to put their hands in the pocket and trying to, because we know it's going to be a poor budget, and it's just, oh, it's to save the country. Dear me, I'm seeing all appeals, and I'm sorry, put your £10 here, £10 there. We need to do something for our own country. We do, and then when people have the money in their pockets, then we can appeal and do different things, because the people will be more secure. Do you understand where I'm coming from? And let's just hope it is a fair budget and it doesn't hit the pockets too much, but you can't really promise that, I must admit. So if you go on change.org, and I know it's slow at the moment, but I won't give up. I'll keep publicising it. And I know the ones who don't sign it are the ones who are probably making a living out of grassroots football. Why should you sign something if you're making a living out of it? But all we're trying to do is make costs in grassroots football cheaper across the board. Save the pockets. You know, why are we making people mega rich in grassroots football? I don't understand. It's not the Premier League. You see these clubs in the Premier League absolutely mega rich, but in grassroots football, it's becoming a little bit of a nightmare. It really is, and I can see it, and I stood back. I dropped my teams. I didn't drop my teams. I'd make sure that someone took over them, so the kids were still playing football, because I'd never let them walk away without a team. That's not me. I just noticed and understood what was going on in grassroots football, and I've been there, wore the t-shirt, and I've done it for many years, and I went back into it, and I did see a difference. Years ago, I just thought it was so easy to run a team, get the teams together, and go into your league secretary with your fixtures card and your fixtures and your team, and they give you your fixtures actually. They're all wrote out. It was easy work. The league done the work. Not anymore. Leagues don't do the work. It's you, your managers, your coaches, yourselves, the people who are running the clubs, who are sending it into the whole game system, the FA, and it really is doing a lot of work for people who are on really well paid jobs and volunteers. Yes, I'm a volunteer, but I volunteer in my own little way to make a difference in grassroots football, and I'm also a support worker, and I hope I make a difference within my job. I don't let that get affected. If possible, I need to work and do it well. And obviously with everything that's going on within grassroots football, we've been started since 2003. You can't let it go because you're in touch with all football's governing bodies, MPs, the government I'm talking to already over regarding change of grassroots football. You know, all the big boys, all the governing bodies, we do know that your county FAs are really making a lot of money. They all have clubs on premises, they also have 3G pitches. There's not a day goes by where they're not raking in money and making more and more, and then you've got your fines, and then you've got your courses on top of that. So where do you stand? Where do you draw the line? You don't cross the line. Where do you draw the line? We need to find out how we can save you money and do a better job in grassroots football. We're a not-for-profit organisation. We're a CIC, Community Interest Company, which is the next best thing to a charity. We have people supporting us, and we're trying in for lottery grants again to keep our shows on the road, to keep the website going, to keep the podcast going, because every day I put my email up there, there's a payment to be made. Honestly, there really is, and I want some advice and some support if anyone's out there, because I want to change from SoundCloud into Spotify, because SoundCloud tends to walk away from audio podcasts, and Spotify is there to make an audio podcast, and I think we'll get more listeners, a lot more listeners, if we do it that way. We get great views of DXTL TV from the touchlines. I want to improve that, I want to make a difference in that as well, and we want more subscribers. And if you're not watching this for the first time, please, you can subscribe free. It's free on YouTube, and we basically bring you a better show on YouTube. So we'll debate on what we're doing here, but we will continue with the podcast, because we will get more studio members out and about there, I assure you. And when I say studio members, I'm talking about celebs who want to come in and tell their story, so you can see where we are going. You really can. And I want to make this a little bit, excuse me, the window side a little bit more soundproof, like the studio itself. We need to work on that and make a difference, and I'll probably get ladders up on the outside and see what we can do, because it's that side of things that is not letting this down, because it's nice and quiet. But sometimes if we do it early on a Sunday morning, say you do a recorded show, and then you can hear the church bells, nothing against church bells, but only that they're very loud, and obviously you'd think I was doing a service in church because of the way the bells are going, but it's not. So we want to make a difference. We want to try and improve the studio, and I want to try and make a cut out there if possible, take all the cameras in there and the audio, and give more room to the guests in here, and film from there with a couple of cameras all, so we get all the angles. Do you understand where I'm coming from? To make it more improved and more professional, give it that better look and more comfortable for our guests in there. I'm gonna have like a little tea in, you know, themselves to tea and coffee. The reason I say that is because I'm always making it and bringing the biscuits in, so I want to make a difference and let them do the work themselves. Anyway, the guests we've had in over the years, and the people, the youngsters who have really made a difference. We started off with one young commentator once, and that was Olivia, before we got all the lads and that together. And we did have some girls on the book, so if you start saying where's the girls, it's entirely up to yourselves. You can apply to come on here and have your own little show with us and mix in and have a little debate on the Friday night show. And who knows, maybe during the week you can come in yourselves and do the kids podcast themselves. You adapt to everything that's going on. That's the way we want to see things happen. And we want to make it improved for grassroots football as well. So we'll get more managers coming in here. I'll just load this, I'm sorry. Let's just take this off, because that's all you get, isn't it? Everyone's after me book. Everyone is ringing me for the book. Everyone, look. Everyone. And that's what it is. So, yeah, people don't understand that I'm out doing a show. But that's what we're doing. And we are making a difference within grassroots football, with the Heart of Gold as well. As I say, we've got the choir. So if you've got any children there who've got a really, really nice voice, and some males please, because they're all girls. Why do we always get girls want to be part of a choir? We need to try and attract Some girls are ethnic white, please, and we've got ethnic black. We want to make a mixed choir and give the whole world, you know, the beauty of your voice. And that's what it is, because the kids are brilliant and they adapt absolutely fantastically well. And we've got a pastor there, Jacob, who's sitting there with us, and honestly, he's amazing. And we've teamed up, we're getting the kids together, and he offered the kids Kentuckies, pizza, whatever they wanted, he was going to buy. And I just had to say, Jacob, please, just be careful, because you're going to have about 500 kids here next week. And he just started laughing. He doesn't mind. And we want the kids will be looked after as well, honestly. And it's here in the Cornerstones in Walton. It's probably too late for you now, but if you want to get in touch with myself, maratontextline.com, get in touch with me and tell me if your child would be willing to come on there. Got a nice little voice, confident, and can do a little bit of movement. We want to get the story of grassroots football within the choir, if you know where I'm coming from, because we want to get the message across in grassroots football, all about mental health. So we're doing a difference, we're making a difference. We're on page, we're trying to make everything look rosy within grassroots football, and if we can help one person, then we've done our job. And that's the way we want to really go forward with Don't Cross the Line, our Respect campaign, which is coming up. We'll talk about that in a minute, because we are inundated. I've got to chase that up actually with the PGMOL. Hopefully they got my message. The PFA have been in touch, they're sitting back, they're there ready to support us once again. We've got some great contacts there, and you can see where we're coming from. We want to make that difference and really make this year's Respect Awareness Weekend a really, really favourite one. You know, I want to team up with organisations as well. Get in touch with me, maratontextline.com. You can also add me as a friend, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. Not every social network site, there's some, one or two out there, which we just couldn't put our name to, as you know yourselves. It's simple to work it all out. But we love YouTube. YouTube's been absolutely fantastic to us, and we just think it's getting our message across in a big way. And the guests who come in don't mind going on camera. They're used to it, and you look at our young commentators, to be like that when they come in. They came in, now they're massive, and we're making a difference all around, I assure you. We really want to bring something better to grassroots football, and with your support and your help we can. Please sign a petition, it's free on that one, change.org. When you've signed it, go on there, and what it's under, DXTL, push for lower costs and secure funding in grassroots football. DXTL, push for lower costs and more funding, and secure more funding within grassroots football. You can help, you can really support us. It wants to go to the government, we want it to the government, we want to make that difference. Please help us make that difference. Honestly, you can help us with Don't Cross the Line. So the Respect Awareness Weekend, we've put in for around about the 15th of April. So if your club can get involved in it, make a drawing, what can you do for the referee, how can you get on board with us and support your referee with them that day, that weekend. It's immense, it really is. Make a difference in grassroots football. We will publicise it. We're hoping the PFA can get that message out and really swoop on this one as well, because we know the PFA have teamed up a lot more now with the PGMOL. So, what can you do to help? What can you do as a spectator? Simple. Don't abuse the referee. Stand there and applaud the referee, encourage the referee. And if you're irate, say nothing to the referee. We don't want to chase the referee away from the game. It makes a difference, and especially with these rookie refs. You know, I've seen them, they go in a bag of nerves, and it really has come out, that story, to when you've mixed with them, you've talked to them and see what they're going through. Boy, they are going through a lot, and the nerves kick in. You know, you've got like 100 people sometimes on a touchline. What difference can you make? You can make a massive difference to that referee. If you encourage that referee, it's like the kids on the football pitch. They play better, they're loving it, they smile. But if you disrespect a referee or official out there on the field of play, that makes them unhappy. And probably inside, deep down, they're angry inside because they can't fight back when the people ganging up on them. That's got to stop, it really has. The whole grassroots football people have got to stand and make a difference and work together and realise you're chasing away a referee from the game. And I've heard some kids, and I heard it last week as well, where the child is telling one of the parents to shut up because they're annoying them. You understand where I'm coming from? Let's work together, let's make a difference together. Go out there tomorrow or Sunday and make a difference in grassroots football. Shake the hand of that referee at the end of the game. Get all the kids to shake the hand as well, and even get the kids to shake the hand of the referee and just say thank you. And when they read that book, they'll understand where I'm coming from. So a massive, massive thanks to everyone who's supporting what we're doing. We'll be back again tomorrow evening regarding the grassroots football. If you've got any stories that you'd like to pick up on, like to tell, then please don't hesitate to get in touch with me, and we'll have a little shout out for you on the show. We'll see you tomorrow. For myself, Mal and all the team at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, Respect Programme, Heart of Goals initiatives, no ref, no game. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, God bless.